Hello everyone, this is Ron Collins from Lacy SEO, and today I'm going to talk about Compound SEO and why you should be using it, so stay tuned. Now, Compound SEO is a process of applying SEO to your marketing efforts. This technique can be used to create a compounding effect and generate more leads than ever before. Now, the foundational concept of Compound SEO is to figure out what a site's authority is. Is it the type of authority that determines what level of keywords Google will trust you with without doing any SEO? The idea is you launch a new page and Google will instantly trust you with certain keywords. Now, most professional SEOs have had the experience where they had a longer tail phrase and didn't do too much SEO on the page. You launch it and then instantly you're on page 2 or 3 and it starts drifting up. Could be then on the top of page 2, then the bottom of page 1. This is before you have done much of anything on the page. And then you think you're an SEO god. So first thing you need to know is to know what tier you're on. So you promote a keyword that's nearly identical in terms of everything you can see from the outside metrics, and you don't crack the top 100 with that term. So you think, what's the difference between those two keywords? They look identical. The difference is likely that one was in your tier and Google just trusted you with it, and the other one wasn't. So to win that other term and move it up, you need a boost. You need something that's going to carry you out of your authority or your natural tier. Now, you can do that, but the idea is that you are susceptible to the whims of Google because Google gave you that boost outside of your tier. If we change something and Google doesn't like that boost anymore, you didn't necessarily get penalized. You just got dropped down to the place where you normally would be. So let's look at the purpose of Compound SEO. Now, to understand this term, try developing content within your tier so that you're getting clicks and impressions without really doing any SEO. The only SEO that you're going to be doing to get what Google wants is putting your keyword in the title tag and the H1 and dispersing it a few times in your content. The idea is that as you get more and more clicks, you move up to the next tier and then go after a different set of keywords and then a new set of keywords, etc. This makes the page grow so that you have a site that's built on an extremely strong foundation and is much less susceptible to any kind of traffic validity or Google updates. So what about the Google Sandbox that we hear about? Is there a Google Sandbox? Well, the answer to that is no, there isn't. With a new website, you start at 0. It's a matter of what keywords will Google trust you with at the very beginning. You need to lay that foundation to start moving up in the rankings, starting with the lower competition keywords within your tier. That's the path to quicker results. You can be on page 1 in a month by choosing the right keywords. So let's look at the Compound SEO Framework. The framework of this is from Chris Carter at SerpWoo. I'll leave the link in the description below. If you read SEO Without Resources, and again I'll leave that link in the description below, he has an amazing article, and on the article is a chart. And that chart, as you can see here, is a great place to start. I think you'll maybe want to modify it a bit as you get more comfortable with the concepts, but it's a great jumping off point to figure out what your tier might be. The rough idea of it is based on clicks or impressions that you're receiving from Google currently. So you want to look at Google Search Console and Google Analytics. Basically, you look at a 3-month span where you take your low clicks day and your high clicks day and toss out the outliers. From there, that gives you the range where Google is trusting you. What you can do is go after the keywords that have the monthly search volume within that range. So don't start off with the level 25,000 monthly traffic. You're not going to get those keywords right off. You want to start at what your tier is. And this table is going to help you figure that out. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go after the big money or more difficult keywords. You should be going for those terms as well. The idea of the compound is that it lays the foundation. You should have the high competition keywords on your pages, even if you're never going to win them, just for the topical coverage as part of a complete website. If you're going after the term weight loss, you're never going to rank high for that term. It is just too competitive. So use techniques that work, but don't base your whole strategy on a few techniques. That's not going to help you sustain in the long run. Let's say that you're building links all the time and that's your main strategy. Now, having a good link strategy is good, but you need to have a foundation laid out first, which is the compound. The concept is that you really want to find something that doesn't require much SEO. These are the keywords you're looking for. You're just doing on-page SEO, not off-page, such as links. For the target pages that bring in a lot more return on investment, that are more difficult, you need to go all in doing SEO for those terms. So in conclusion, being topical with your keywords is what compounding is all about. Google favors sites where there are answers for what people are searching for. That's what being an authority is, providing topical coverage. You have answered all the questions and more. You need pages to answer those questions. So why not build out pages that answer the questions? FAQ pages are a perfect example where you're asking the most common questions about what your site is about, what you're offering. You can then start ranking for those keywords, plus your authority is going to go up, you'll get more clicks, you will be happy, and your clients will be happy. So thanks for watching, everyone be blessed, and I'll see you next time.